It's a pleasure to meet both of you. First, for you, what's the trick to keeping a franchise fresh, movie after movie, book after book?
That's a good question. I'm always trying to figure out how to keep it fresh. I'm always looking for ways to look at childhood from a different angle. And for this book, for this movie, The Long Haul, I thought, you know what, I haven't explored the road trip yet. And it's such a rite of passage for kids.
For road trips, what do you think unites a family?
Well, I mean, first of all, just being together unites them. And just doing activities together without any interruptions with technology.
Yeah.
That's also one way that they can unite. But I mean, just the key and the point of being together as a family and doing everything as a family
Sure.
brings them closer together.
Now, you had the task of being covered with Cheeto dust, mud. What was the hardest thing to apply and what was the hardest thing to get off?
Okay, so the Cheeto dust was definitely the hardest to apply. It took at least 30 or 45 minutes. I was just standing there stiff as a statue while they airbrushed me. But the mud probably was the hardest to get off because after a while it would dry on the skin and we had to just rub and brush our face with soap and water. That only took 10 minutes, but it was still pretty irritating.
It's pretty rough.
Yeah, it was a bit rough.
So I don't know if this was your idea or if it was the director's idea. What is with the clown pictures in the motel room?
The clown pictures were just to give you this creepy vibe.
Yeah.
You know, you never want to be in a motel room where there are actually sad clown pictures. You know? Did they creep you out?
You know what? They actually did. I have a huge fear of clowns.
Well, now you do.
I heard there was a clown in your room.
And
Yeah, I just
the
heard
funny
that.
thing is, I actually wanted to be a clown when I was younger. I would look at them and I'm like, oh my god, that is so amazing. And now I look at them as just creepy people wearing paint.
You guys end up at a geek convention, which are things that I love, and I love cosplayers. If you had to choose a cosplay, like a costume, who would you dress up as?
Yoshi.
Ooh,
Yoshi?
I'm a huge Mario fan.
I'll go as Luigi then. How about that?
Alrighty
All
then.
right, there we go.
I love the animated sequences in this. What inspires your animation and who inspired it?
What really inspires my cartooning style is simplicity. I learned a lot about cartooning, drawing as a middle schooler because you really need to be as efficient as possible.
Sure.
And so I try to use as few lines as possible to get the biggest expression out of it.
You mentioned technology earlier. How do you think technology has changed children's childhoods, and for the better or worse?
Yeah, I think that technology is so pervasive, especially even in the past 2 years.
Yeah.
Much more pervasive than we ever thought it would be. So I think it's like a giant human experiment. We'll see what it yields.
You guys get to sing in this movie, obviously, and I think a lot, actually. And one of my favorite questions to ask anybody, because I think it tells a lot about a person, is what is your go-to karaoke song?
Oh my gosh, I can't even think, but it's my favorite song. I mean, I'm actually a classic rock fan.
Oh, nice.
Thank you, Dad. Thank you.
Any particular bands?
Rolling Stones, first of all. I love
You got
them.
it down pat. If you said AC/DC, would have been best friends.
AC/DC. Oh my gosh, thank you, Highway to Hell.
You got one for you?
I'm going to go with Muse, Uprising, or maybe Bon Jovi, Wanted Dead or Alive.
Oh, they got the vocals.
Yeah,
Pleasure
thanks,
meeting you.
man. All right.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thank
Appreciate it. You guys have a great day.
Thanks.